Hey everybody, John, Randy, and I were talking about the Pie Tasters, and afterwards we started getting into this conversation about random appearances and features at a concert and whether we had seen them or not. So, enjoy.
They're kind of like I think they're more of like a jammy kind of band.
Yeah,
Okay.
they were popular like '04, '05, '06.
All right, I'll put them up here since.
They had a really good story. One of like the drummer of the band shared a really good story after Bob Saget died. They found at like a show in Boston. They found out that Bob Saget was doing comedy like up the road. So they emailed his manager and he's like, "Hey, can like Bob Saget come down for a second and say hi to the crowd and then leave?" And so they built this whole thing. They like built a like this big cardboard thing, and it said Bob Saget will be here or something like that. And then in the middle of the show, they're like, "All right, guys, he's the big reveal, ladies and gentlemen, Bob Saget." And he comes out, and the crowd goes insane. They have video of it and everything. It's awesome. It's really really good.
I've never been able to have something cool like that happen at a show. Like the show is always the cool thing, which is fine. You know, I don't mean to be like a complainer here, but like, I saw the Deftones and they did Passenger, and you know, I'm not huge on Maynard, but I was like, oh man, they're doing the song with Maynard. There's no way Maynard's coming out, or is he? No, of course not.
Yeah. No, Maynard is pretty much an absolute no.
Yeah. So, you know,
That was like, oh my god, having to deal with this for a whole weekend. When see her now this summer, this past summer, when everybody and their mother beforehand was like, "Ah, Bruce is playing with them. It's Asbury Park. Bruce is playing with them," and they did My City of Ruins and soundcheck. So like, all right, well, okay, I guess it's happening. They brought in a choir and whatever, and they start the song. And then there's a point where Eddie kind of looks backstage and like, oh, he's about to bring him out, and nothing happened. So just yeah, sometimes like, and it was okay that it didn't happen. Like, if it did, then Pearl Jam's not the story anymore. Bruce is the story.
yeah, that's true.
So
But I mean, speaking of Pearl Jam, like thinking of Pearl Jam, Smashing Pumpkins, Beck, at least those three for sure. Like in the mid '90s, if you went to any of those shows, the fact that Jimmy from the Frogs could come out at any point, like
yeah,
man, that would have been cool. And I think just after Dennis died, Jimmy came out and did some songs with Eddie, didn't he? I might be wrong about that.
yeah, I don't know. I know there was a show that we did on the pod that Dennis passed away the night before. They were in Europe somewhere. I can't remember the place. Uh, oh, I do remember the place, Copenhagen, 2012. And was it later than 2012? Whatever. I don't know. Um, so yeah, so Dennis passes away the night before, and he gives this whole speech, and he tells the story about Smile and everything like that, and then they play Smile, and I guess they hadn't played it in a while, and it just sounded awful, and I kind of in my mind I'm like, that's very fitting. That's very fitting for this.
Yeah. But I mean, like, how cool would it be to have been at a show where, I mean, you know, I guess maybe more for me, like, or like I think about some of the other features. I don't think I've ever been, you know, except for the Psychopathic shows because they're on the shows together. So you go to see Blazy Dead Homie and Twisted comes out. It's like, yeah, well, of course they are. They're on the same bill.
Right.
But I can't think of a point where I got shocked like that. And I've done, you know, a good handful of festivals where like it would have been possible, but it just never did.
I'll give you a relevant one, and I've been talking about this a lot for the last week. So the only time I saw the Foo Fighters was in 2005 on the In Your Honor tour, and they didn't play a long set. It was like 15 songs, very short, and like encore or late in the main set, Taylor gets up from his kit, and they introduce Roger Taylor from Queen. And obviously, Taylor Hawkins has the massive Queen connection, and he went and he sang the song. I think "Tie Your Woman Down," and that one was very surprising because obviously, where Queen, I think they were playing with. Oh God, what's his name? I think he was the singer of Bad Company or something like that. I can't remember his name. So I don't know if they were making the rounds at all, but it felt really random.
Random encounters and such. Random features. There you go. If you would like to hear the rest of that conversation, it is before after the fact number 123, and that is available by going to patreon.com/ohhijustin. $1 a month gets you in the club. We'd appreciate having you aboard. And if you'd like to hear a conversation on the Pie Tasters, that will be the next episode on the feed. So just go forward one and push play.